Hey there, guys. So far, I've kind of enjoyed this chapter. One of the reasons why I enjoyed this chapter so much is because we're covering a lot of topics that I've seen in the past and have gone over in past classes, like comparative and historical research. Those two topics are two different topics that I've used and gone over, excuse me, in past classes, such as my English 1 and 2 class. In that class, we were always doing research papers and we had to use different articles and a lot of times compare the two articles and see what the point of view of the author of those articles are trying to make. Um, so far in the chapter, there's really been like two different things that have stood with me the most. One of them being the relationship between correlation and causation. When we look at correlation and causation, it leads me to think about how the news uses correlation to try to skew a message and feed us a different message of what's really going on. And they use correlation instead of causation, and they use that to their advantage all the time. And it makes me think about that. And that's something I really want to talk about in this class. Another part that resonated with me the most in this chapter would probably be what a researcher has to do, like what steps a sociologist has to take in order for them to conduct the right experiment. And when I look at all this, I'd probably say the best form of observing for a researcher would probably be participant observation. But even then, that's still like that requires so much effort and energy. I can only imagine like how much a sociologist must go through just to get a somewhat right answer, and like not including all the other factors they have to like consider when looking at what the results are. And so far, that has been the things that have resonated with me the most in this chapter.